Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. Welcome to the Anja community. I am your host, Sir Christopher Moorwitt. This is the first episode for the channel. Oh my good, I like that. That sound. It gets me amped. Let's do it again. I'm about to go maybe staple singer. Let's do it again. Come on, one more time. Let me come one more time. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Anja community. I am your host, Sir Christopher Moorwitt. This is the first episode for the channel. Oh, y'all, I like that. I tell you what, let's try putting sound effects throughout the show, and let's see how what happens. In fact, I think this probably would be the first time somebody just did a video cast, whereas they added sound effects to it. So let's try it. Well, anyway, not only is this the first episode, but it's also Valentine's Day. Oh, I guess I don't get no sound right here, but we'll fix that. Like I said, it's also Valentine's Day. And I'd like to extend a happy Valentine's Day to all of the ladies out there in social media land. Now, I read somewhere where it said, love is the highest elevation of understanding. As your host, I do so solemnly and sincerely hope that you all find understanding in me. What I mean is that I want you to show some love. And the way that you show your love is to go down and click the subscribe button. It's down there. Go down there, click the subscribe button, like, post comments, tell a friend, because I really do value your opinions. It helps improve the quality of the show. Now, as I said, it's Valentine's Day. Ladies, I hope that you all had a good one. I hope that you all are having the gift of your life. Did you get a gift? If you did so, what was it? See, gifts comes in an arrangement of, if I would have to say, affection. There's a total difference between a man going out and getting you a card versus a man going out and buying you a car. Did you get that card or did you get that car? But, pause that. If you got that card, this is what I want you to do. I want you to wait until that man gets home. And when he gets home, I want you to go back into the bedroom. Now you pay attention, ladies, because this is the surefire way to get you that gift that you so rightfully deserve. You go back there in that bedroom and you reach through your drawers, your closet, wherever you may have that sexy negligee, that teddy, that gown that he loved to see you in. Get that gown. Put it on. Reach back in your medicine cabinet, your bathroom cabinet, or maybe some of y'all probably got it in the bedroom already. But get that cocoa butter. I mean that good cocoa butter, the kind that highlights your skin. I want you to cocoa butter up so good that he can't tell if it's your skin or diamonds glistening in the sunshine. I'm telling you, girl, if you do that, you got him. Now, After you lotion up with all of this cocoa butter, this is what you do. You turn on some slow music. I mean that baby making music. You know, kind of like the staple singers, like I was singing earlier. Turn on that baby making music. Okay? Go to the kitchen cabinet and get your finest bottle of whiskey, your finest bottle of wine, and pour them up a good stiff drink. Okay? You with me? After you pour them up that stiff drink, lay back on the couch and cross those cocoa butter legs. Oh, you working on him now, girl. You are working on him. After you do that, you just watch his reaction. He's going to come up there and he's probably going to sit on the couch to you. You sit around and you wait till he start telling you about all this love, all this affection. Baby, I just adore you. But now keep in mind, the brother only went out and bought you a card. It didn't take very much thought to come in there. See, you should be operating on a continuum. The love making in the bedroom should exemplify the gift that you got. So he got you that card, he's going to get a card love making. And you're going to give it to him. Now, after he's came and he sat on that couch, he's going to want to take his hand and rub his hand from foot to thigh on those cocoa butter marinated legs. But don't stop him. Don't stop him. And as he lean in to get him a little bit of sugar, that's when you reach and grab his hand. Reach and grab his hand down there on your thigh. Lift your head up and look him dead in his eye and say, damn, baby, the blood clots in my panties are gushing. Let me get up and go change this pad. If you do that, the next time he gets you a gift, it's going to be that car. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You done baited him in for the car, but you know you got to do extra. Remember, it operates on a continuum. So you got to do that extra, because what you do know is that if he went out and got you that car, there's a sound system out there that can go in it. Huh? There's other accessories that can go in it. Also, you probably looking at a weekly detail. But now, like I said, that only depends on the type of love making that you give him. I mean, I want you to put it on him. I want you to put it on him. All right, let me eat some of this breakfast here that I got. These shows are designed to be with breakfast. The show was originally established as breakfast in the Alma community. All right, this morning I've got some grits. I don't know about y'all out there, but I like butter and sugar in my grits. Also, I got some turkey links here. I try not to eat pork quite that often because, health reasons. Used to be years ago for religious reasons. But of course that was at a period of time when a brother was out there trying to find himself. You know what I mean? But as time takes its place and you get older and you mature, you realize you don't need nobody but God and the people around you. Because see, that's the thing that makes the difference in your life. You know what I mean? Now, let me stir these sugar and butter up around these grits. Now, as I was about to say, not only is it Valentine's Day, it's Black History Month. I'm a big fan of Dr. John Henry Clark. I gathered a lot of information, not just Dr. John Henry Clark, but Brother Clyde Winters. Y'all check him out. He's putting that information out there, especially about us and our native ties to this land and what we call in the Americas. Okay, well anyway, it's Black History Month. I saw some disturbing things a week or so ago maybe, and it involved those Smith children. I think they're, I can't remember their names right off the back, but they Will Smith and that Pinkett girls, kids. So you saying, well, how is that tied into Black history? Well, see, that young lady showed up at the award show and she was damn near naked. That young man showed up at the show and he had something like a castle or a box or whatever it was made out of on his head. See, everybody is trying to tell you that it is some type of mental mishap that's going on with them. But I'm telling you, when you think about slavery and you think about the events of slavery, you will know and you will understand that I'm thinking this stuff is by design. Here's why. When we were slaves, of course, a lot of us, we still are slaves, whether it be mental or physical. But during slavery, during chattel slavery, we were considered capital, property. We only existed to make the slave master money. I mean, if you had a slave during that particular period of time, you sent him off to work. If you didn't have work to do around your plantation, you sent him to other plantations, and when they dropped him back off, you took the money and tied him back up in the barn or the shed back around back. You see? But labor wasn't the only way that they capitalized or made money off of the slave. Breeding was also. You see, one of the rituals that they would do is that they will take a young man. I mean, that young man is full of sperm. He can produce it readily, and not only his nature will rise, just by the wind blowing. If the only person around that young man could breed, because he breed and produced baby slaves, and baby slaves can be sold on market. But if that young man was sent to breed, when they brought him in there to breed, and the only person that he could breed may be his mother or his sister. So to stop interruption of the sexual performance, they would put a bag or a box over his head. Now, I'm not saying that it is, but you've got to understand, you've got to look at it, and if you have the intellectual mind, you can see the similarities. That young girl was his sister, half naked, and he had a box over his head. So, y'all, as they said, when people don't know their history, they are doomed to repeat it. See, when I was a kid growing up, the only portion of Black history that I got was a show called Roots. And it was fictional. Kunta Kinte wasn't no real person. Now, a lot of the events and things that was going on may have happened, but I'm intelligent enough to know that if the story has some truth, then the character and illustrations don't necessarily have to be true. As former slaves in this country, we need to know something about our history. But somebody somewhere should talk to Will. Somebody somewhere should talk to Jada and explain to him how things really are. Explain to him, not just Will and Jada, but black folks as a whole. There's a term out there that they used to describe us during slavery. And that term is called nigger. Nigger. We have gotten so far as a people till we just use that term all loosely. There used to be a time, we used the term, but the term could also mean love or it could mean hate. But we only said those things when we were around or amongst each other. We didn't get all out in public using that word. We didn't. Why? Because we knew and understood what that word meant. And the problem that we having today is that a lot of the children that are growing up with parents that don't know and understand what that word means. But somebody needs to teach them. Look, listen. One day, I was at a red light. I'm minding my own business. I'm in my truck. And another pickup truck pulled up beside me at the red light. And they were playing music. Every 3 seconds of that song was, nigga, 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 nigga. This nigga, this nigga. That nigga, that nigga. And I'm listening to the song, I can hear it in my truck. But when I look over there, it's a truckload of white boys playing it. Oh, y'all. I damn near lost it. When that light turned green, I chased them boys. But the more I chased them, the more I realized that ain't them saying it. That's some rapper rapping a song off of a CD or whatever they sell this stuff at as today. And this rapper is doing it. And 9 times out of 10, he probably black. But when it gets bad, it's when you have used that word, that term, around them folk for so long till they get to where they think they could do it. And that's when it hurts your feelings, especially when you know what that word means. I don't care what anybody told you. I don't care what any rapper told you, any comedian told you, any actor. I wouldn't care if it was the pastor down there at that church. We the niggas. We the niggas. That word was meant to belittle us. Nigga, get over here and do that. Nigga, get over here and do this. You want me to beat your ass, nigga? We are adopting a culture that shouldn't be. So, this Black History Month, don't just get out there and go to Martin Luther King. Don't just get out there and let somebody give you a show about some guy that's growing a peanut. Now, all of that is important. I appreciate and I understand what Martin Luther King and his followers did in order to get us in the positions that we are in. However, we have gotten so far We need to shift the focus on things we can do in our communities that would uplift us and give our children a sense of pride. Now, that's some Black history for your ass. Let me eat some of this breakfast, because these grits are getting cold. These grits are getting cold. Let me see. Yeah, they're getting cold. But look, y'all, that was serious conversation. If you don't take nothing else from this show today, take that. And don't take it with a grain of salt. Take it as the flavor, okay? Let me look more of these grits. You know, I'm supposed to be doing the show, and see that type of talk, that type of rhetoric makes me angry. And what I've been done is, I've been got so mad that I done cut everything off, and I won't even been done the show. So y'all just remember that. If you see a brother or you see a sister out there and they're using that term, and they're using that term around folks and in places that things are supposed to be using, pull them to the side and talk to them. Correct them. Don't worry about them being mad, because they're not the only one. You all share that embarrassment for that word. Like I say, some more grits. Okay. And well, a lot of y'all are probably wondering why. Look, why is this food wearing an apron? I know you're probably saying that. The thing about this apron is that it has its use. I use it to keep from soiling my clothes. And not only does it protect my clothes from soiling, it also helps to reduce my temperance. You see, I'm a poor man. These suits, I had to send them to the cleaners. And cleaning bills are expensive. They're expensive. So, because I deal with the public an awful lot, I want to try to have the best positive attitude whenever I do so. The worst thing that can happen is for me to show up with a crowd of folks and I'm already mad. Because you already know that it's going to be somebody in the crowd. It always is. It's going to be somebody in the crowd that's going to do something, that's going to say something. He's going to make a gesture, what have you. But it's going to make you angry, and they do that. And they do that for ill intentions. Okay. In light of blackness, I guess, there's another issue I kind of wanted to speak on, because I see something troubling in the future. Snoop Dogg. Brother, I ain't gonna get on here and I ain't gonna bash you, because I know that it's a lot of people out there that's doing a pretty good job of it as it is. But here's the thing, man. Snoop, you can't take back what you did. You can't take it back. It's done. But here's what you can do. You can atone for what it is that you have done by investing that money that you made from Donald Trump in the black community. They'll love you for it. The hate rhetoric that you're receiving, that you're getting right now, can turn into love. You see, you from Mississippi. You know just where I'm coming from, brother. You know, well, we're going to get on past that. But just remember, atone, brother, atone. All right. Speaking of Donald Trump, let's get some Donald Trump in. Okay. I didn't go out and I didn't vote for Donald Trump. I'm going to be honest with you. I was looking for Cornel West to win. I wanted Cornel West to win. Why? Because he's the only candidate that I heard out there talking about giving us reparations. And as a poor black Negro in America, just like a lot of you poor black Negroes out there in social media land, y'all know just as well as I know, reparations can help us out right now. So, Cornel West was my man. He didn't make the ticket, but I wrote him in anyhow. So, but what I did like about Donald Trump is that he had started a campaign, whereas he's getting rid of the illegal immigrants. Being black in America, what we do know is that we don't own corporate America. We're dependent on other races of people for the most part to give us jobs. And the last thing we need is competition for these jobs. I mean, hell, the unemployment rates amongst us is already high enough. So when Donald got out there and he started talking about deporting these illegals, now, don't get it twisted. Mexicans aren't the only illegals out there. It's a lot of them out there. So, Mexican, your group, I'm going to talk about you, but don't think I'm just talking about you. I'm talking about all the illegals, because all Mexicans ain't illegal. All Mexicans are not illegal. And we ain't finna put them in the same category. As a matter of fact, if they want to take care of somebody, why not take care of some of these Latinos that's been here for several generations, who was born here and their parents came here the legal way, and these same Latinos is sitting back and wishing and praying for half of the benefits that a lot of these illegals were getting. How do you think that make them feel? So, as I said, we need to take care of the ones that we already got. I'm sure they will appreciate it. But anyway, back to what I was saying about Donald Trump. These companies were stepping over the American laborer so that they can hire illegals. We know that they was hiring them for many different reasons, and mostly it's because of the cheap labor. But then also, when you think about it, it's the insurance. Because it was law once upon a time, I believe, that you had to have insurance, especially even on the car. But the insurances they didn't have to pay because the people were illegal. Collective bargaining, they wasn't worried about it. I mean, you're illegal, what union is going to represent you? But when you're an American laborer, you're protected by all of that stuff. And what happened is when Donald Trump came into office, he scared the hell out of them. Look, some of them illegals began to self-deport. They weren't sticking around. They were self-deporting. Y'all, Donald Trump ran on it. And I'm telling you today, because I've been watching the news, Donald Trump is catching illegals by the seat of their britches and slingshotting them over the top of that border wall. yes, ma'am, he is. Yes, sir, he is. He done went out and got this good old boy. I mean, this good old boy, his name is Tom Homan. I like to call him Uncle Tom Homan. Because see, Uncle Tom is going to do anything and everything that Donald tell him to do. Look, the first time I saw Uncle Tom do an interview, and his first appearance, and the question that he asked him, what I thought he was going to say, hey, Master Trump, don't like your kind around here. So where is you going, boy? Where did you come from? you need to get. But, but that's that good old boy rhetoric. But that ain't what he said. Actually, what he said was worse. If you're an illegal out there, you better start packing up right now. So the thing is Uncle Tom Homan he's the border czar. The next time I seen him after that interview that I first saw, he had on a ICE uniform and walking around knocking door to door, asking folks, y'all seen them Mexicans around here? so based on the numbers that we're seeing of the deportee numbers, he's doing what Donald Trump wanted him to do, and he's doing a damn good job at it. So, this wasn't to belittle Trump or belittle Uncle Tom Homan. It wasn't to belittle him. It's all fun and games, Mr. Trump. It's all fun and games, Mr. Homan. I think you guys are doing America a service on that behalf. Now, that tariff stuff is something different. But this illegal immigration crackdown stuff, I think this is something that should have been done several years ago. Now, Donald Trump has went out and got Elon Musk. Oh, don't, look. Before I even get into Musk, look, y'all, I know that the things I just said have some, are probably touchy. And I know that a lot of y'all out there have got a heart. I know you got hearts. But certain things need to be said. Okay? We grown folk. If you're an illegal immigrant, you knew you were an illegal immigrant before you decided to step your foot illegally across that border. These companies who are now stuck on stupid because Trump is running them off knew that they were illegals when they hired them. You reap what you sow. And now they've got to suffer the consequences behind what's done happened. And what's done happen is you've gotten a group of people, because they've been stepped over, they were unemployed. They don't have the money. And because they don't have the money, now that these jobs are opening up, they don't have the car or the gasoline to get to the employment service to put in the application. Because they've been unemployed and broke for so long, they don't even have the money to buy the internet or pay for internet services. So they can't even go online and put in the application for employment. See, that left this whole immigration thing, illegal immigration, not immigration, but illegal. Let's make the differences. Let's separate the differences. There's a difference between an immigrant and an illegal immigrant. It's the illegal immigrants that we're most concerned about. You see, so it left a majority of Americans, especially us black folk. It left a majority of us in a disarray, in a financial disarray. So don't be feeling sorry for this, and most importantly, do not, I repeat, do not let any of these Latinos, these Africans, these whoever is out there, you black in America, you've been struggling, your people been struggling in this country for a long time. Do not let any of them individuals suck you in and tie you in to what's going on with them. The reason why is that when they got here, they came here, they did not come to the community, try to unite with us and work and get our way out of this diaspora. They didn't. They had no intentions. Now, the big bad Donald Trump done come to office. He on their backsides. They looking for aid and assistance. We ain't got none for you. We ain't got none for you. Don't come around here. So, enough about that is being said. We're moving on. All right. We talk about unemployment, hard times, and situations of that nature. Hard times make people hard up. And when people get hard up, they hustle. See, hustling is just only an adaptation. It's because that's a characteristic of a living thing. Living things adapt to the climate, to the environment, to the situations that's going on around them. So we hustle. One of my favorite artists, recording artists, singers, is a guy named Curtis Mayfield. In one of my favorite songs that he sang, he said, "Pimping people is the rule." So what he's saying is that everybody's out here hustling. Everybody's out here hustling because we're trying to make ends meet. Now, this is a hustle that I've been seeing, and it's been going on for quite some time. Because people hustle for many different reasons. One that I want to pinpoint. There are a group of older ladies out here. And they running around here getting these little old young boys. And they're getting them for sexual purposes. They're calling themselves cougars. Now, at the same time, the hustle is with the younger ladies. These younger ladies are running around here getting these older men and trying to hustle them. These young ladies are calling them sugar daddies. You see, sugar daddies. I guess it's similar to the candy, the little candy that used to come in the yellowish gold and red kind of box, sugar daddies. So I guess she would be to that old man, I guess she would be the opposite. She'd be the sugar baby. Now, but here's the thing. Young lady, I wanna talk to you about this because I think you know not what you do. Show the money is good. Show you can buy the things that you think is cool. But there are consequences behind that. There are consequences. I'm going to introduce you to a term that I made up. It's a scientific term, so to speak. Okay? That term is called gravnatomy. See, it's a compound term. It's mixed with gravity and anatomy. Let me explain. The nature of gravity is to exact a pull on an object. Anatomy is when we're dealing with the human body. That old man that you've been playing games with has been a victim of gravnavity for 50, 60, 70, and even 80 years. For that long period of time, gravity have been pulling on his Johnson, his third leg. And he's been a victim for so long that he has learned how to adapt. He has learned how to use it to his advantage. Now, I know you're probably thinking once again that it's easy money. And that old man don't mind spending you the shit you young. And the older that he gets, the more it takes for him to get that good erection. So you want it? He give it to you. And you deserve it. You deserve it. But let me tell you. Let me tell you about GarageBand. That man has been buying you, giving you all this time. He expecting payment in return. And he don't want nothing but that thing you sitting on. Look. This guy he's been lurking. He's been calculating. And he know it's just about time for everything to pay off. All day long, he been sitting around the house exercising what I call the 2 J's. Okay? That's joking and jumping jacks. Young lady, that man has been back there in that bathroom ever since he heard that you was coming over. He been back there in that bathroom. Joking. Oh, when this young lady get here, she gonna wish she had never crossed me. And at the same time, he getting that hard. He getting that breathing in order. He jumping jacking back there. He waiting. Young lady, when that man gets you in that house, he's sudden to pull out something so long, so hard, so curvy, so shiny from all of the jelk and lube that he been using since he heard you was coming. And when you look and see it, you gonna think that he been using that thing to scratch his damn kneecaps with. Oh, he gonna wound you, baby. He gonna wound you. See, the whole time he's doing those jelking exercises and jumping jacks exercises, in his mind, he thinking about the payoff. Because all month long, or however long you've been hustling, he been thinking about the same old song that you've been singing. He been thinking about it. Sir Christopher, get my hair done. Sir Christopher, get my nails done. Sir Christopher, pay my car note. Sir Christopher, I need some diaper. Sir Christopher, oh! Yeah, I have. See, unlike that cougar, that old man that we talking about, that 50, 60, 70, 80-year-old man, he's a wolf. He don't scratch, he bites. He bites. And he's going to make you pay for every bit of that money that you done got. So here's a word to the wise. Here's a word to the wise. We reap what we sow. We reap what we sow. When that man go to wearing your backside out, don't start thinking about the pain or your threshold to tolerate that pain. Think about them bundles. Think about them hair bundles he done bought you. Now, y'all, I'm gonna have to go ahead and cut my eggs and done got cold. My sausage and grits done got cold. I know it's Valentine's Day, but it's still a work day for a lot of folk. Y'all get up and carry your butts to work. If you don't, they send to call Uncle Tom Homan and deport you just like they done these illegal. but anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed this show. And as I said, I've got to go. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Also, there's a video, a theme song, because you'll hear the theme song once I leave. Go back and listen to it, or listen to it at the end of the show, and you'll get a better understanding of what this show is about and what we are intending to do. So, until we meet again, I'd like to leave you with this one thing. We part on mental thoughts. Take a trip high above cloud 9. And we rain down shit and piss on those that said we wasn't never going anywhere. You all have a good one. And thanks for watching. Get that guitar there. Get that guitar there. Let me hear what you're doing. Let me hear what you're doing. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Now you come in. You come in. Yeah, I like that. I got 357 ways to travel. Rick and I mosey on down that road. Well, I'm gonna walk that walk. I'm gonna talk that talk.